We will work to transfer ownership to responsible stewards. Stewards that include community land trusts, nonprofits, or even the tenants themselves.
This wasn't a normal housing speech anymore. It sounded like New York was preparing to let the government decide who deserves to keep their property.
I eventually ran for office myself and joined that fight in Albany, fighting for better protections and helping to win good cause eviction, a policy that prevents sudden displacement and price gouging in our city. As we made it easier for New Yorkers to stay in their homes, one thing became increasingly clear. There was no way to drive down housing costs without also building more housing. I knew the lessons of Vienna, where for nearly a century, municipal government has built and financed housing directly. And data from other American cities told a clear story of what that building could lead to. Between 2015 and 2024, 120,000 homes were built in Austin. In December of 2021, Austin's median rent was $1,546. By this past January, it had fallen to $1,296, even as the city's population continued to grow.
Let me just go ahead and break down the basics of supply and demand, the law of supply and demand here. By default, if you build more houses, in fact, the prices go down because now the people do not have something precious any longer here. Let's just say this here, that they're sitting on that's going up in value. There's a lot more of them, so obviously things get cheaper. That's a default here. He just mentioned the Vienna model, though. Guys, when it comes down to real estate, the Vienna model basically dictates that in 20 years or so, you're going to run into a ghetto, specifically in the United States of America, based off of how we have just been historically. Government-funded houses turn into ghettos. Let's hear more. We'll talk later.
I saw these same patterns in Minneapolis and Seattle. It was clear, when it comes to housing, the binary we face is not between structures and people. It is not between building and organizing, nor is it between the tenants of today and the tenants of tomorrow. It is a far more basic one. It is between a government that debates and a government that delivers. We can keep people in their homes, and we can build the homes that they need to live in. We have spoken about this crisis long enough. It is now time to do something about it. Our housing plan meets this crisis with the scale and urgency it demands. It invests billions of dollars in new affordable housing production. And it continues the vital work of protecting tenants from bad landlords and displacement. So let's get into it. The first plank of our plan is all about building. We have set two of the most ambitious housing targets in modern New York City history. First, we are delivering on a promise we made during the campaign. Over the next decade, city government will build 200,000 new, affordable, rent-stabilized homes. This historic production push will increase the number of homes for homeless New Yorkers by nearly 45%, helping us connect thousands of those in need with permanent housing. Second, I am proud to announce, for the first time in our administration, that we will preserve and stabilize an additional 200,000 homes. Together, these 400,000 homes will be affordable for working people, and they will be made possible by historic $22 billion capital investment over 5 years. When it comes to affordable housing, no plan of this scale has ever been imagined by a past mayor, let alone proposed. We are the largest city in the nation. We have the resources, the talent, and the will to achieve this. Expanding our housing supply will also kickstart our economy. As we build 200,000 new affordable homes, we will support an average of 30,000 good-paying jobs each year and generate 12,700 permanent jobs once these homes are completed. There is no path to meeting our 200,000 goal of building new homes without meaningful changes to our city's zoning code. Last year, New Yorkers overwhelmingly approved ballot measures making it easier to build across our city. Our housing plan embraces these changes and commits to pursuing further reforms that not only make it easier to build, but help New Yorkers move into these homes faster. Our plan will pursue a multi-pronged strategy to make it easier for New Yorkers to buy a home, including creating hundreds of new affordable co-ops and community land trusts.
I see why people like this man. This man is saying every single thing you basically want to hear except the facts here. All right. If you start removing the people who own things, like actually own the property, like guys, do you see how government maintains things? Who owns our infrastructure? How many potholes have you ran through today, bro? Let me know in the comments. Seriously, let me know immediately. Do you see how government maintains things? And do you see how when things are privately owned, things are maintained much better because it's all about profit and money rules things. So you're just like, I need to make sure that someone stays into this property, et cetera here. You guys see this, right? He gives me the vibe of like snake oil salesman, if that makes any sense here, bro. But either way, let's continue.
And we will also make it easier for homeowners to stay in their homes as we combat deed theft and relaunch the Mortgage Assistance Program. Combined, these efforts will lead to growth beyond anything New Yorkers have seen in generations.
Oh,
For some,
that's a Band-Aid,
the dream
bro.
of homeownership will finally be within reach. Others
Oh, no.
will be able to sleep easily in homes they no longer fear losing. The second plank of our housing plan includes some of the strongest and most expansive tenant protections anywhere in the United States of America.
Bro, who's advising him?
There is a reason why I put tenants front and center on my first day in office.
Okay.
When I visited a long neglected, rent-stabilized building and declared that we will not wait to deliver action. Nearly 70% of New Yorkers do not own their homes. And yet tenants helped to carry this movement to City Hall because they believed in a city that could actually fight for them, that could actually protect them from bad landlords, that could actually ensure that their struggles would shape the policies that impact their lives.
Okay.
This plan that we present today was guided by New Yorkers' testimony during our rental ripoff hearings, and it reflects their concerns and their needs. And as we empower tenants, we will place a special emphasis on those in the Bronx who have so long been excluded from investments, who have been subjected to acute neglect, and who have faced destructive fires at the highest rate in this city.
Bro, the Bronx
I
is
am
the
proud
ghetto.
to announce a legislative task force to overhaul our city's outdated housing maintenance code.
Okay.
When I say housing, you say maintenance code. We will catch problems proactively,
Bro.
and prevent them from becoming full-blown hazards, from day-to-day negligence to major breaches of fire code. We will also improve how 311 logs and investigates complaints.
I think we're good here, guys. I don't really want to hear much more of what he's saying. I'm just going to be completely honest here. Listen, I love the idea of if you can help someone, okay? No problem with it. Affordable housing that's being built for the sole purpose of being maintained as affordable housing, okay, right? By some philanthropist that's also going to make sure that the place is good, not the government, okay. If the government maintains it, Marcy projects, guys. And now the idea of like mortgage assistance, I mean, when people hear that, they're just like, yay, what's wrong with that? Guys, home ownership is expensive. And I personally would not tell not a single person, guys, I own multiple properties. And it's because I rent them out to people at a very affordable rate. And I mean, affordable. I make sure people, like I haven't raised my rent since 2014. Understand, I have not raised a single rent on any of my properties since 2014. It's fine. They're paid off. Live your life, guys, right? And that's the that's my thing here. Not everyone is like me, though, in terms of landlords, right? Not everyone is like that. There are some, in fact, predatory people that kind of look for places where population is high, and they can just turn doors, if that makes any sense here. That's the reason why the Bronx looks the way it looks here, right? I mean, in fact, it's the ghetto because it's being maintained as the ghetto, right? He's not wrong in that instance there. There are some places around New York City, Manhattan, right, that definitely need to be looked at profusely here. But now, Now, I want to get into the idea of home ownership because it's very important here because people always ask me, questions kind of regarding these things whenever these topics pop up here. So I'm going to try to give you as much insight as humanly possible. And I'm going to start by saying this here. It's very poignant here, guys, right? You cannot afford it if you cannot afford to pay for it 3 times. All right. Think about that for a second. If it's a TV, that TV is $600. If you cannot afford right now to spend nearly $2,000, $1,800, okay, on that TV, then you cannot afford it. Now think about that in every aspect of every part of your life here. If you want to learn how to kind of become like financially free, let's just say this here, you will in fact need to understand that as the baseline here, times 3. All right. The rent, times it by 3. Can you afford that place? No. Move somewhere else, guys. All right. That car you're paying with the $600, $700, car note. Can you times that by 3 and afford that still completely fine? Like how you're affording the $600, $700 payment? If you can, okay. If you can't, then you can't afford that $600 payment, my guy. So now what he's saying here, the idea of mortgage assistance, I would never tell anyone ever that's looking to purchase like their first door, that the first thing you're going to do is get your first property with mortgage assistance. Why? Because again, homeownership is incredibly expensive. It's not affordable. The down payments are high, specifically if you don't have the full and you're looking at a what's it called? Like a percentage of the actual full mortgage, right? So you have to now get like mortgage insurance if you're going through through like an underwriter at a bank or something like that, if that's your thing, right? Mortgage assistance will destroy your life. You think that it's something that is absolutely conducive, but if you've never been able to get to the point where you could save whatever amount of money is required for the 20%, let's say, of the actual property, then I'm not sure you should be a homeowner. Because bro, that roof can go out tomorrow. Okay. You get what I'm saying here? That roof can absolutely become troublesome tomorrow. You may need to change the plumbing in your house next week, right after you change the roof. You have no time to save any actual money, and who's going to help you? So what ends up happening to a lot of the houses that are purchased with mortgage insurance or like some of the other government funded programs, right? The people that never have been able to save more than $5,000 in their bank account, okay, are now stuck with a roof replacement of $20,000 and plumbing replacement of $30,000. Okay, how can they afford that? They can't. So what happens? They leave. Then that house gets basically put into bankruptcy, and you're throwing people into a situation where you are telling them to destroy their lives. Like the worst advice you can tell someone is say, hey, this program is offering mortgage assistance. And specifically not knowing if that person even has ever saved more than $5,000 or $10,000 in their bank account. Okay? It's silly. You're setting people up for failure while putting a Band-Aid on it. The Vienna model is absolutely disgusting also, guys. Not in our system, bro. We are in the United States of America, bro. Like we've seen these things. Until the government can absolutely run at 100% efficiency without any waste, why are we trusting the government to even fund or even kind of maintain these properties that they're just going to absolutely obliterate and allow to fall into disrepair? And this Mamdani guy is just telling poor people exactly what they want to hear instead of basically telling them like how to actually become financially free. He thinks that he's doing something. He's destroying the great overwhelming majority of them. Because if they're in the situation of basically needing affordable housing already, then you already know they're coming from a massively lower income situation. And generally people that are coming from a lower income situation means that they were raised sometimes within another lower income situation, meaning that there's been no financial education in the household. And you're telling them to go buy a house with mortgage insurance when they've never saved more than $5,000 in their bank account, bro. I hate this guy. I gotta go. Listen, I'm getting angry. Okay. It bothers me so much, bro, because I don't want to see people going through these things. And he's just setting these people up specifically to be obliterated financially in like 5 years, 10 years. Yes. That's it here. Right? Give financial literacy classes or something. Teach them to build their credit up or something. Right? They teach them about like secured loans and things like that. Right? Build your credit up. Okay. Do something like that. Teach them the law of the threes, bro. If you can't afford to buy it 3 times, you don't afford it. If you can't afford to buy it 3 times, you can't afford it. Period. Live by that law. I'm telling you guys, call it Boyd's law if you want, bro. All right. Listen, if you live by that law specifically, I promise you, in like 3 years, you will have money in your bank, okay? Because all of the wasted stuff that you thought you could afford. Okay, let's go and order some pizza. That pizza is going to come up to be like $50 for the family. Can you afford to pay for what was it, $50? $150 worth of pizza tonight plus tip? Can you afford it? No? Then you can't afford, bro. I promise you, do that. Do it right now, okay? Look into secured loans. Live your life. Start an LLC, all right? Jeez, guys. But all right, listen, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. And if you are someone who owns multiple doors in the area of Manhattan, liquidate them, bro. Liquidate them immediately. Do like a sub 2 for somebody coming up or something, bro. All right? Do something. All right? Get out of that property immediately. You don't want nothing in that zip code. You don't want you don't want a single thing in this area. This man is going to completely obliterate people's ability to flourish, bro. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. But in the meantime, guys, I'll go ahead and catch you guys later.